Okay, I'm here with Mom in her apartment, and as you can see, we're surrounded by a lot of stuff, and we're going to take a little quick tour of Mom's stuff. What do you think, Mom? Want to do a quick tour around the room?
Yes, this stuff means something to me.
Yeah.
It looks like clutter, but it's not just clutter to me.
Cool. Well, why don't we let's just kind of take a little tour around the room and look at a few highlights.
Okay.
So these prints that Mom has hanging up above the balcony door, these are photos that we took on our travels to India and Nepal, and there's some Antarctica stuff up there and everything else. And then below that here, so Mom, what's this banner?
Okay, this from Danu to Levon Mayhew. I got this banner on my first trip to Ghana, Africa. It was with this Danu organization that works at building schools in remote areas and, stocking them with books and stuff. So it means something to me. I enjoyed that trip.
Cool.
And then
let's talk about over here. I'll just kind of hold the camera up close and you can talk about what we're looking at.
Okay, so on the top is just some Wesley plaques and stuff. But these shelves of most of those, the dolls and stuff, are from a trip to South America, And anyway, we took a donkey cart to some remote village, and those straw things in the top, those are from South America. What does it say?
World's Greatest Mother, that thing?
Well, yeah, that and the two ones above them are from different ones of you kids. Those are treasures to me. So anyway, and then the lower shelves there with those little knickknacks, I'm not going to go into each one, but those are from different trips. I mean, I look at them and sometimes it triggers memories. Sometimes I look at them and I think, God, I remember getting that, but I really can't remember where it was. So, and then those boxes my brother Leroy made. So I've put different mementos that are small things in those, but I like them because, and then the Angkor Wat, that's a trip you and I went on. And when I bought that, I didn't realize how hard it would be to get something like that shipped back here. So
heavy and fragile.
Yeah. So, and then these are that's Shelley, I think, from African trips. But let's see. Yeah, there's a few other knickknacks in there, but and then the sled, right? The third, yeah, that is a real treasured trip from a trip to Norway, and we rode on a sleigh pulled by reindeers, and my friend Leah Pepin was on that trip, and my sister-in-law Carol was my roommate. So anyway, that was a memorable trip. Then the fourth shelf, Doug the elephant, that I treasure that. That's a really intricate carving from one of our
piece of jade with multiple elephants and an elephant inside an elephant and
yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
So anyway, the others, well, again, they trigger different memories, different days when I look at them.
So many different countries.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you've also got some Mount St. Helens ash down there. Got to have that in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. Are all albums, and most of them are from trips I've taken. And lately, the lower shelves are what I'm sorting out of paper. I call it paper clutter and photographs, but I have boxes and plastic bags of pictures and family mementos because, Dick ended up being the executor for his parents. So I had all the Mayhew side of the stuff left. And then my mother died out here near me. So I've got a lot of my side of the family stuff that belonged to her.
And then these top two shelves are pretty well organized, right?
Yeah.
So like Europe, India, Nepal, Tibet, St. Petersburg, Los Cabos, Mexico. We went snorkeling there, so there must be some snorkeling photos in there.
Yeah.
Amazon River, Turkey, Finland. A lot of places listed here.
Yeah. The more recent trips, I didn't make albums because those are, by then, digital cameras were out, so I didn't get pictures.
So that makes sense.
And anyway, but I've been to all 7 continents, so I treasure those.
Okay, so now we're in the corner of the room above Mom's bed. What's all this stuff, Mom? I guess immediate family kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's mostly family pictures. That middle one of the lion was one of my mission trips to Africa. And let's see, the big circle thing is from my trip to the Marshall Islands. I was so impressed with that there, and then that little postage stamp, that is a silk hand-woven rug from India. And the story behind it is I went on this tour. It was a cruise. We went ashore and toured an rug making factory. So we learned how intricate these, rugs can be. And silk rugs, there were people paying many thousands of dollars to get. So I had no intention and no budget for buying any rug. I didn't need it. I kept saying, no, I don't want any, but they're persistent salespeople. Finally, they said, well, you're on this trip. You have to have some money. How did you? And I said, well, hey, the most I could spend on anything is $300. So I ended up spending $300 on that little.
For this cute little tiny thing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's handmade
Nice.
silk rug from India.
And then this is all your kids and grandkids.
Yeah. And I change these periodically. Anyway.
Yep, a couple of our trips over there.
Yep.
Ken's kids up there, Brad's kids, etc., etc.
Yep. Those headbands are, headpieces. When you go to a Marshallese celebration, the older people are honored by giving one of those, handmade headbands. So over the years, they're for graduations, chemums, which are babies' first year celebrations, any kind of a big celebration. And these are fans from the Marshall Islands. So, I just find them fascinating, and I've been given multiple ones. So, and since it's hot over there, everybody has fans they use. So
something Mom has kind of glossed over here is all these, Employee of the Month and Service Award plaques and all this stuff from her career, because she worked 43 years here at Wesley Homes, where she now lives. And so here's, old, Milan Mayhew RN over the years, different styles of name tags from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. Employee of the Month, etc., etc. There's a nice photo of Mom back in the day, the helpful nurse. So I just wanted to show that stuff because, Mom, you don't brag enough about yourself, so I have to brag about you.
Oh, we're from a trip to the pyramids and stuff. And one of my trips, we took tours into several of those. I don't know. Anyway, those are my souvenirs from that trip. The windmill is simply something I bought at a fair back in North Dakota because the windmill on our farm was a big part of my childhood. I like windmills.
Cool.
And then those giraffe carvings, they were cheap carvings, leaving I think it was the Amboseli National Park in Kenya, Africa. And I wasn't going to spend money on them, but these were so cheap and they were outside, they weren't in a gift shop. So I bought them. And then when I brought them home, I had them on a bookshelf at home, and I would notice all this kind of sawdust on the bookshelf. And I finally realized there's little holes in that wood. There was some kind of a insect that I brought home. That,
oh my God, Mom, you brought some invasive species back from Africa.
I think so.
Destroy the
but
North American
anyway,
forest.
I finally, when I figured out that this is, I whipped up some, I can't think of the, it's some kind, you wash your clothes in it. You buy it at RCI. Anyway, but it's to kill like mosquitoes and stuff. Well, I made a big bucket and I dunked those, let them stand in there for a while. So it finally stopped
a very North Dakota farm girl kind of solution.
Well, anyway, so, okay, this drum I bought, and I paid quite a bit for it. I don't know how much. It was at Saltwater State Park, and it was a gathering of one summer, probably 20 years ago now. I don't know. It was Native Americans that were putting on programs, so they were dancing, playing their drums, and doing it. And at that time, I thought, oh, I can learn that. So I bought this drum and an accompanying CD, intending to learn to play it. And of course, it's like everything else I've intended to play, I never stuck to it and learned it. So
you still have lots of time, Mom.
Okay, well, anyway, and the pictures, that's Lonica and Ginger and Effie, one of our trips to Hawaii.
There's then, my first Samoyed Rex and my first Malamute Mia.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
That was one of our, I don't know where we were. It was
Lake Okoboji in Iowa.
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah. And that is granddaughter Effie in one of her wards. Effie has done so good in the Army. She's had
Everyone's proud of Effie.
Yeah. And then the rest of these pictures are pretty much things that were on the wall at the house. And I just moved them over here as is because they mean something to me. They're all family pictures.
There's a picture of Mom as a young nurse in the middle.
So, yeah.
Nice. And I think, Mom, that gets us all the way around the room. Here you have your four boys, these 1970s, shopping mall photo studio photos. Can't get
those are all your graduation, high school graduation.
Oh, okay.
Pictures.
Yeah, that's what those are.
And then this one is when you were preschoolers.
Yeah, so here I am as a little guy, then me and Greg, then there were 3, and then there were 4. Okay, well, Mom, thanks for the tour of your room. That was fun.
Yeah, that's fun, sure.